Hi, everyone. My name is Elysian McNiff-Kogelmeyer, and I am with the Artwork Archive team. Today, I will be walking you through our new loan feature. It's available to all organization accounts. So if you are an organization and you need to track inbound or outbound loans, you now can do so with a lot of detail and flexibility. So the first example I will show is how to track an inbound loan. So let's say an individual collector is loaning to you his Winslow Homer painting. Odds are you don't have the piece already in your account because it is an inbound loan. So you'll create a new piece by clicking New Piece. I'm going to enter just a few fields so you can get a gist of what the object record looks like. I'll enter the title, which is the only field that is required to create artwork record, along with the artist's name and an image. And if I scroll past all the other fields that you can enter, you'll come down to acquisition details. And here you'll see that you can now track inbound loans under loaned in. If I scroll down, you can keep track of when the loan started. So let's say it started January 1st in 2023, and when it ends. It's a year-long loan, so we'll mark it as January 1st, 2024. If you are recording historic data, things that have happened in the past, you're catching up on some tasks, you can mark that the work was indeed returned under loan returned, and also mark the value for the piece. So let's give it a value. This has probably been an agreement in your contract or in your agreement with the lending partner person. If I click into the contacts, I'm going to pull up Jack, our collector. And if you're working with an institution, you can keep track of the lending information at the contact record. So it's most likely a curator, executive director, collections manager, registrar that you're in touch with. So you can create that new contact and associate them with a location, with the museum, with the university. But for here, you will enter a contact so that it will then be shown that it was loaned from Jack, the value, the dates, and the fact that it is loaned in. So that lives under acquisition details. If I click into Jack's contact record by clicking the blue hyperlink and scroll down, I'll see that he has loaned us a piece and what piece that is. So that information is saved on the contact record. And then if I go back into edit and down to the acquisition details, we also have an attribution line. And so you can enter the fact that it is on loan from Jack, and he's an alumni of your university. That attribution line will be saved underneath acquisition details. And it also can be made public. So if you're utilizing the public profile or the website embed, that attribution line will be on the artwork record. So viewers will know that it is on loan and from whom it is on loan from, if you want to share that information. One other thing to note is if I click back into pieces, you can quickly filter and find the works that are currently on loan into your collection. You do that by clicking More under Filter, Acquisition Type, and select Loaned In. And now you'll see the works that are loaned into your institution. If I click back into the artwork record, and let's say that we're returning it early for some odd reason, or the loan has ended and you know that it has been shipped out, it is confirmed that it has left your premises, you can go into the artwork record and click Return to Owner, which I'll do for this use case. And now you'll see that it has been returned. And the system is really smart, and it already sets the status over here on the left-hand side to return to owner. So you'll note that it has been returned. There's a status now that says that it's been returned to owner. If I click into my pieces, I can filter by that status what has been returned. And additionally, everything that has that return to owner status is now saved within your hidden category next to collections in the upper nav bar. And that being, it's no longer in your collection, it's no longer part of your day-to-day, but you do want to keep track of that information, and it'll be saved along with other works that may fall in line with works that were destroyed, archived, lost, stolen, the hidden categories for those pieces that are not part of your day-to-day. Now, what about a work that is going to be lent out? You are loaning a piece to another institution. I'm going to click into this piece, Ipswich Bay by Sean McNiff. You'll see the acquisition details, you purchased it. Now you want to loan it out. You have two options. One, you can click this loan out button here in the top nav, or if you go down to current location, you can assign it as it says loan out. If I click that, or the loan out button, which will bring you to the same place, you can select a location that maybe you've already worked with. And in this case, I'm going to be using the Cape Ann Museum because I grew up in Gloucester, Mass. Or you can create a new location by name and assign a sublocation. Or you can create a new location from a contact record. So in this case, if you're loaning it out to an individual, then you can use this area to mark that you are loaning it out to the individual. That individual's information will be saved as part of the loan out field. But let's create a sublocation for the Cape Ann Museum. Let's pretend it's in the main gallery. And then I'm going to leave this box. Is this the current location for the piece checked? Because I'm going to pretend like I'm catching up on some work. It has already been shipped out. It's there. And when was it shipped out? It was shipped out earlier this month, April 1st. And we do have an end date. Again, the loan is for a year. Underneath loan info, very important to click the box that says out on loan. And then you can add location record notes. So if you have any information of how it's being installed or presented by the lending institution, perhaps it's facing the main entrance next to the elevator. So if I save that, now underneath current location, I can see that it is on loan and where, the Cape Ann Museum, the sublocation being the main gallery. I have the dates for the loan, as well as location record notes of where exactly. If I scroll down to location history, you'll see that it is an on loan at the Cape Ann Museum. If I click into the Cape Ann Museum location record, you'll see what pieces are on loan there. And if you have any documentation, agreements, contracts, correspondence that you need to keep track of, you can store it at the location record under additional files. And you can include any notes about that loan under notes as well. Now, what if you want to filter by the works that are out on loan? You can do that. So if I click back into pieces and more under filters, you'll see that we have a loaned out filter. So you can filter by works that are on loan or not on loan. So a use case for not on loan would be if you have an art lending program and you're part of a university and you want to see all the works that are available to go into offices or out to students. And so I can see all the pieces that are on loan. One other thing to note is if you want additional tracking on the public profile for the piece, you can set the status to reserved to note that it is not available in your collection at this time. The reason being that we are actually removing the on loan status here found with under the status field, because we now have this more robust functionality where you can track inbound and outbound loans. So this is pretty redundant. So we're removing the on loan status. If you are an Artwork Archive client to date utilizing this, we are going to remove the status on May 31st at midnight MST in 2023. And when we remove the status, the works will automatically be reset to the default, which is available. So if you have works with the on loan status currently, we recommend utilizing whether it's inbound or outbound loan, the inbound or outbound loan feature. So you can capture all of that information and be able to track it moving forward. So if you do have some loans and you want to start reassigning them, you can do that easily and quickly within bulk actions. So if I click bulk actions, you'll see assign to location or loan out. And say I want to track pieces that have been loaned out to the Cape Ann Museum. I can set dates. Again, click on the box that says on loan, and then use our filters to quickly find the pieces. So maybe you've been lending with the Cape Ann Museum for many years. And so you have a number of pieces that you need to add. Perhaps it's these three. You could add these three and then assign them, and then they will be marked for the outbound loan information. And they'll have the Cape Ann Museum as the lending institution, the dates on their record, and then you will also see it on the location record as well. So that is a quick overview of our new loan feature that we're really excited to share out. We have a number of museums, universities that are actively bringing in artworks and sharing out artworks, whether it's an on-campus loaning program or working with other institutions. And so this way you can keep track of all of those details and provide a historic narrative all within your Artwork Archive account. If you have any questions, you can contact us at team@artworkarchive.com or contact us via chat in the lower right-hand side under the turquoise button. Everyone on the team is there. We have a customer support team to help you out. We also have a help doc found within our Learning Center about loans. So if you go to Help Docs underneath Learning Center and search for loans, there's one right there for you that walks through the step-by-step process of entering an inbound loan as well as an outbound loan. And that is our loan feature. I hope you all have a great day ahead. Thank you for your time.